Hi friends, today we are going to learn pivot table. So this is what data, and we will use this data to prepare a pivot table. So I have selected this whole data and now I am going to the data. I am going to the insert pivot table. So the range is already selected and now we want to place. There are two options like select a table or range or use an external data source. So in next session we will see how to use an external data source by choosing the connection. And third one is the where you want to place your pivot table. So do you want in new worksheet or in existing worksheet? I want an existing worksheet and I said location like here I want my pivot table here. Okay, so I have choose location also, and these are the many options that we will see later, and I said okay. Now if you see, this pivot table is there and pivot table fields is also there. So let us say for example that you want to choose the date, so I am selecting date. So date is now selected. If you see in rows column, the date is selected, and if you see automatically how nicely there is a month and then date is there. So automatically this month is coming. If I said now I want to remove this field and only I want months, then these months are still there. So if you see here, automatically the months are get selected and you do not have to do any calculation or any formula to use this. Now I have selected months. So in January month how much you are saved, in February month how much saved, in March how, and in April you want to check that. Okay, so in now what I am going to choose is that product. So actually I want this let us say for example I want product in columns. So I drag and drop the products in columns, and there are two fields, like one is quantity and another is amount. So I want first amount in my values column. So automatically the sum will be chosen as aggregate function. So here if you see in January month, February month, March and April, I have we sold the chair, and the amount which we got from this selling the chair, it is coming here. Let us say for example I want these products at row level. So what I will do is that I will just go to the columns, I will select the product and drag and drop and into the rows, and from rows I will drag and drop to the column. So if you see chair in January month, this is 20,000, in 18,000, 8,000. So if you see how much sale that I have did in January month, February month, and what is this is it increasing or decreasing, like that you can analyze this. Apart from that, let us say for example so this is when you choosing the column labels. So here if you see, you can choose months. Okay, you can choose here months, and in the row labels you can choose any. Let us say for example I just only want to see Maharaja bed, so I will select like this and see what is this Maharaja bed in January, how much it is sold, February, March, April, and what is the grand total that I can get. So this we can use even pivot table for analyzing our data. So I am here just selecting all, and now this pivot table we have created. So when you select here, okay, here if you see the menu, there is no any option to change the pivot table. Even pivot field settings are also gone. Now if you choose on any cell in a pivot table, then you will see there is one menu is coming, pivot tables tools. So we will click on pivot table tools, and if you see here, There are many options like pivot table name is pivot table 1 and then active field is sum of amount. So I will just go here and say yearly, monthly sale. I will say monthly sale. So here I said enter and this column name is change. Okay, now go to the field settings and in field settings you will see here. Now this sum is coming and I want it in number format. So I am going to this, then currency, and if you see in symbol, I am choosing as a rupees. Let us search this. We will see. Oh, here is this Indian, right? Should I type like INR? INR symbol. Indian rupees. This is not coming. Okay, let us take a dollar. So dollar is coming decimal places. You can decrease or increase here, and I said okay. So see, this is coming. Okay, and then you want to change column labels. So here I am saying months. So this is months. Okay, fine. Here see field, items and set. So I will go just here, calculate field, calculate. So order. Okay guys, so we have created this pivot table and we will see in another video. Thank you guys for listening, and you can